Chef, not to quote LeBron James, but I think it's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, indeed. So we were just talking about this menu that we do often, but we always mix up different components. So last week on tacos, we had tacos and enchiladas. Today for tacos, we got tacos and tostadas. So starting down at the end, we got our cilantro lime rice, which I believe last time we did the Spanish rice. So another one of those dishes that will alternate a little bit. We got refried beans today, opposed to Cuban style black bean. Then we got a salmon tostada. So a good example of like, we do pretty good at nailing pars on different dishes. Like, should we cook 60 pounds of salmon or 80 pounds? We had about 15 pounds of salmon left over from yesterday. Cook that off, put that on a tostada.
Nothing goes to waste.
Nothing goes to waste. Something I'm super proud of here. And, you know, we always get curveballs with who's coming and who's not coming. Yeah. So we do what we can to make sure it gets used. Then we got a grilled skirt steak. We got a grilled flank steak today as well. So 2 different cuts. We got some sauteed shrimp. We got some ground beef. We got a hard shell taco option, and we got a soft flour taco or burrito as well. We got guac, pico, veggie fajitas, corn salsa, salsa verde, salsa rojo. Oh, we got queso today. We made queso from scratch. So make sure you drown that thing in some queso. Sour cream, shredded lettuce, shredded cabbage, cheese, set the queso, and the churro style D-hole, aka donut hole.
And what you got on the bar?
Up front, we got pasta bar, fruit and dessert bar, and salad bar.
Man, I'm loving it. I can't wait. I got a question for you, though.
Yeah.
With all those awesome ingredients, I feel like I just need some tortilla chips, man.
Oh.
Make me some nachos.
So we can do that. Coach Gerard, he was just asking for that as well. So we fried them up real quick. I can make that happen for
Let's
you.
do it.
Let's do it. Gotcha.
That's slow. That is ridiculous.
That's love, Chef. That's
Love you,
love.
bro. Enjoy it.
See, he walked me through all the ingredients. He walked me through all the ingredients, and I said, Ty, that needs to be on nachos.
Neely, you spoiled. You know that. One thing about Neely, he gonna what? He gonna eat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is so ridiculous, Neely.
It really is. It should be shame.
Are you ashamed though?
Let me be clear. All I said was, Chef, that'd be good on some nachos. I didn't know he was gonna make it this big. I ain't turning it down though. It's pretty damn good.
Transparency in this world. I like to believe that God is God, and there is no other. And right after that, Neely gonna eat. Believe that.
As he just ate himself.
J Mac from Syracuse, New York, man, came all the way out to see my Colorado Buffs.
What channel do you watch? They brought you out here.
The pregame show.
Never watched the college game till last season when Coach Prime came to Colorado. And I am in Colorado at Folsom Field. I am the Colorado Buffaloes auntie from Texas. Sweet treat.
Hey, I've been following the pregame show. It's all about let's go Buffs.
Way from Texas, yes sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You're trying to put your up on game.
Morning. How we doing today? Good. What's good about it? Somebody tell me what's good about today. What's that? Football today.
Woke up this morning, win.
Woke up this morning, it's a blessing, it's a gift of God. That's why they call it the present. Who else? Started before. I like that she's a measure. Who else? Opportunity. Love opportunity. Who else? Got a chance to get better. Got a chance to get better. Anything else? Get to compete. Anything else? Come on, defense, help me out. Offense got all the answers today.
Breath in my body. Breath in my body. Breath in my body.
Breath in your body. Here you go.
Deep.
Breath. It's warm. I take who turn it.
When we're 22, be a little bit wider, a little bit deeper, you've been in a good spot. Right, Taufik, you're coming on. It's good to see, bud. This is the best you've done in the 2-day stretch. Let's make it 3. All right, really the same conversation with you and Ben, a little bit wider, a little bit deeper in your 22s. But I like where you're at.
Whether you get awarded or you get negative comments, you should want to be a professional to get right. This should be about technique and getting better at the things that we don't do well.
So one of the things that you're supposed to do to help the play, even when you don't have the football, assisting, sometimes chipping on the outside guys, making sure that you get your proper alignment and do the things that you're supposed to. Now let's talk about the bad. Footwork, pad, we always talk about it. It leads to success and run plays. Making sure that your footwork and your pad to the attack position and where we're trying to run the football, it is important. Cutbacks. Everybody's not a cutback runner. And each one of you guys, you're not staying disciplined to the play. And what I always talk to you about, being eye disciplined on where we're trying to attack the play. If you're watching, taking a handoff, then you cannot read what the linemen are doing, and it's going to continue to give you problems after problems in running the football. You have to understand the down and distance in the situation. It's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 3. You back there tap dancing. We need you to hit the hole and get the yard. Get the first down, and then get everything extra. When we start to play smart football, we'll start to do everything right and have better grades.
Work.
I say work. Work. See, your definition of work can be skewed. If you grew up in the era that we grew up, we had parents that flat out worked. Our work ethic we inherited from our parents because of something that we've seen. We can't recall our parents taking a day off. They worked. They provided, they sacrificed, they did what they had to do for us tremendously. It's almost like the word love. Your love ain't his love, and his love ain't your love. Based on how you grew up, that's how you define love, based on what you experience, based on what you receive, then based on what you give, that's how love is perceived. There's no two people that love the same way. Your love and my love may be different. Mine may be more of giving. Yours may be more of a recipient, but when you receive something, you are prompt to give it back. But there's no right or wrong in it, because love is love. Work is work. But understand, your love is based on experiences. So when I look up there and I see some of the work that you think you put in, I think it's based on who you are. And sometimes it's not based off reality. So you need to understand what his definition of work is so you can understand what he wants. What is his definition of work? What is his definition of work? Because some of you think you're working, but you ain't. But based on how you grew up and what you seen your father or your uncle or your mother or your guardians do, you think you put in some work. But based on how we came up, you ain't busting a grape. So you might want to consult with your coach, your advisor, whoever's in your group to understand their definition of work. Because when we say work, we mean work. You got to understand, we come from a generation. Am I right or wrong, Mr. Sapp? Yes, sir.
We don't remember our parents taking a day off work. I can't remember my mama sitting at home laying in the bed because she's tired, or she's sick, or she's experiencing some drama from my father and she want to have a pity party. I don't recall that. I can't recant that whatsoever. All I know is I saw a mama breaking her back so ends would see each other because they never met. That's work. So my expectation of work is totally different than what you think work is. So if you really want to know what work is, all you gotta do is come and ask me. Because the delusion that I'm seeing every day, y'all giving yourself something that you didn't earn, that don't even show up on tape, that don't even register, it's no way we that delusional unless your thought process is skewed. Let's go to work today for real.
Well. Floating around.
Micro
That's like
penises.
night and then Lucas White and what
May,
that.
this may surprise you,
Yeah.
but the loser of the fantasy league still hasn't been punished yet.
Who was that? Dempsey? The governor?
Yeah.
What's the punishment supposed to be?
It doesn't matter what it is, these
Yeah.
guys won't enforce it.
Yeah, that's true.
Feather and tar.
Oh, waxing, yeah. We got to do that. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm just saying, man, you know.
The funny thing was we knew he was going to lose on draft night when he drafted
knew that.
like 3 kickers.
DK Metcalf first round.
And DK the first round.
He pulled us for a little bit. He went like what, 3-1, 4-1?
Oh yeah.
He led the league, and then it just declined.
What was supposed to happen happened, essentially.
It's so fitting. Look how he's just down there by himself, you know.
That's a loser's club.
So you think we should just punish him just randomly?
Yeah. Or we need to, I think the waxing's a good idea. He's got a lot of hair on his back.
Look at him. I think he knows we're talking about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we're talking about you. Reading on a punishment, not a quote.
Hey, there just has to be a punishment. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to
At this
set it up.
point, it is our fault. We haven't enforced.
It's totally our fault.
Yeah, we got to get to it.
And Mate's fault.
Yeah, I forgot.
So are we thinking this weekend?
Guys, most of this stuff is straight mental, man. Straight mental. I think 90% of y'all ain't tired. It's just the 10% that's just lazy. You really don't want it like that. Straight mental. Straight mental. You can talk yourself into anything you want, and you can talk yourself out of something that you really want. It's straight mental. We wouldn't have to do this if we were disciplined. It's hard to be disciplined. Let me say this right. It's hard to be disciplined off the field if you're not disciplined on the field and vice versa. If you're undisciplined on the field, your life is undisciplined. There's no way you could come out here and everything is right in life. You're on time, you're doing this, you're doing your schoolwork, you're doing everything, and then you're disciplined. Come on, man. Come on. You cannot be undisciplined. You will not make it in life. And some of y'all ain't taking this stuff serious, and y'all don't understand you're putting a track record together for us to go in that portal and replace you. That's pretty much what you're doing. And would you doubt us? Would you blame us? Because you see what we're doing, we're trying to win it all. We're not trying to win, we're trying to win it all. That's what we're trying to do. Right, coaches? We're trying to win it all. You gotta figure out, are you that person? Because y'all are content with threes, which means you average. Y'all content with that stuff. I can't really tell nobody that came out here today say I'm gonna be a 4 or 5. Like, is that one person in your group? Offensive line, who was the guy? Receivers, who was the guy? Right. Running back, who was the guy?
Me.
Running backs, who was the guy?
Michael.
Where the running back coach at? Who was the guy? Michael. Quarterbacks?
Casey.
Tight ends? Defensive line?
Right foot.
Ends?
Arden.
Linebackers?
Tate.
Safeties?
Nobody.
Corners?
Hey, DJ.
Shit. Maybe one guy each group, right? We can't win like that. We cannot win like that. Break it down on 4.
Let's go, y'all, boys. Let's do it. Hey, family on me, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Go. Get to your coach. Let's go. Get to your coach.
We got way better. And what you learn from are the plays that felt broke up on us, right? Every once in a while you're going to have one of those, right? So we just learn from it and move on. Anything Georgia Tech didn't see that was a mistake, don't hurt you as long as you correct that mistake. Got it. All right, 1 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Nick, you want to start us?
Just how is this spring practice for you? Does it feel different than previous spring practices? How is your group coming together?
That's a real good question. It's a tough question to ask. Yes, it feels different. I mean, I'm missing Jimmy Horn, LeJontay Wester, Will Shepard, and Travis Hunter. So, yeah, it's extremely different. But what I'm pleased about is how the guys are accepting the responsibility of who's next. And so that's encouraging to see the guys that are here, the guys that we brought in, the freshmen from last year. It's refreshing to have Cam back, just to kind of see him move around a little bit. Obviously, Morion has been able to do some things the last couple of days, so just trying to get him back to where he was before he got injured. I sang with Cam, get him back to where he was before he got injured. But I'm excited because the attitude in the room has been great. No one in that room is basically taking a position as to it's going to be me, but they're working to establish themselves as that guy.
Given that you've got so many young guys in that group, how important has Terrell Timmons' leadership been in your room?
It's been very important for him to accept that role. But what I would prefer he do is basically, just work at being a better Terrell Timmons. Just constantly focus on himself. He could make some contributions to the group last year, but I just see what he's doing out there. He has the ability to lead, but I like to see more production out of Terrell at this point.
Coach, with Omarion, over the last couple of years, we've seen a couple different spurts with him, but obviously that consistency, staying healthy, things like that. What does he have to do to become that one type receiver that he looks like?
Just get in the weight room with Coach Swayze and fall in love with the process in there, because that will help him stay on the field and play more consistent for us on the football field. I think he's done a good job of that. I think Coach Swayze and his staff has done a good job of embracing that with him, because we had a conversation when he first got here. He's my meter in the room, so if I see him taking strides and bettering himself, it just lets me know that everybody else in the room is going to be that much better. But he's my barometer at this point.
Coach, just Cam Michael, getting him back, how important, or what's the impact he's had, just missing all that time? I mean, what was it, 8 months that he missed?
Yeah, it was quite a bit of time, but just having him back, obviously the thing that jumps out to you immediately is the speed. He can run, so that's something desperately we need, something we need to continue to develop with him. He's doing the best he can as far as understanding his role, and we're going to do more to help him understand that. But, he just needs to get active and continue to come every day to get better, and he's doing that.
And Coach Prime told us a couple weeks ago that he's really just been impressed with Isaiah Harge and him coming kind of in his own in the slot position. What did you see from him this spring? We've obviously seen flashes in the game, but
there's a reason why he was in a great jersey. Because that kid is ultra talented. He can play both sides of the ball. He has a dedication to the game. He's committed to football. He loves the process. A lot of guys like the end result, but nobody likes the process. But he embraces the process and he does the work. And he's somebody that the more he's with us, the better he gets. He improves every single day. So I'm excited about him and his development. I do see him as a guy that can replace some of that production on the inside between LeJontay and Jimmy. So I'm excited about Isaiah and looking forward to his development moving forward.
Yeah, when you went out to the portal, what were the specific traits, what were the specific things you were looking for, and are you still looking for some of those things?
We're always looking, all right, because we got to keep pressure on these guys because of the way the portal works and the way things are, they're looking. So we have to continue to look too. But I think the main thing is just looking for chemistry guys that fit who we are, that fit our culture. I think the biggest message we've tried to convey to everyone that comes here on a visit is, this is a different place. Our head coach and the things that expectations here are high. This is not a developmental place. So you have to have the right mindset in order to come in here and be counted on, okay? Because the expectations at a whole nother level. Every play here matters. And so that's what we're looking for besides talent.
Actually, as a follow-up to that, from your perspective, what separates Colorado from everywhere else?
Well, I've been a lot of different places, man. The expectations aren't, you don't feel the weight like you feel here. You feel the weight, right? You guys put expectations on us because of our head coach. Our head coach is not a shy guy. He's going to stand here and tell you exactly how he feels. So we all embrace that. We've all had a background, NFL background, and where you have to be at your best all the time. And so that's what these kids have to understand. So that's not like that everywhere. Some places they take time to develop guys. We're not in a position like that. We're in a position where we have to win now because the expectations are the things that we say, the stuff we put out there, that's what's expected of us. So we have to do that.
Coach, you mentioned at the outset how much different the group is this year, a lot more younger guys. How much more fundamental, maybe basic teaching do you have to do this year? How much different is that for you this time around?
It's actually fun because you get back to the fundamentals and the basics and developing guys. Last year we didn't have that luxury. We had a lot of veteran guys in the room and just kind of let them play the game. but now you have to teach guys this, formations, alignment, and those types of things. So it's been refreshing, right? It's kind of bringing me back to who I am. That's why I'm a fundamental and developmental guy. So I like developing guys. I don't really care about the talent. We can get you to where you want to get to. You have to be willing to do the fundamentals and basics. Then that's all about the process. That's all the process, right? So that's been refreshing. It's been great.
With this team, we've consistently seen a freshman step into those roles of Omarion, Draylon Miller last year. Of your group of freshmen, who do you see maybe taking a more prominent role this season?
Well, that's a great question, but I really like to see all those guys do that. I mean, we don't bring freshmen in here, as you guys do the track record. We don't bring you in here to watch. We don't bring you in here to develop. We bring you in here with an expectation you'll be able to contribute at some point. So I'm excited about the freshmen we have in here, and I can't really pinpoint one guy. I'll just say they're all lumped in the same category. We expect to get something out of those guys this season.
With Draylon, started kind of smaller, limited packages at the beginning of the outset last year. How did you see his development, and what kind of year do you expect for him in year 2?
I expect him to pick up where he left off. I mean, again, Draylon's a perfect example with the freshman. Back to your question, the freshman we have right now, that was a process. It took about week 3, 4, 5 before you actually saw what he was capable of. So those guys are on the right track, and I just expect Draylon to pick up where he left off. Be a leader for those guys too, because he's walked that path. So he needs to reach back. He's his brother's keeper, so you got to reach back and kind of help those guys along the way.
Anything else for Coach?
Just speaking, just more on Draylon, just following up on him. How cool is it to see him out there on Friday during the pro day, running around with Shador and the rest of those guys, and looking really impressive?
Wasn't cool at all because he was in the backfield, and I don't want to lose him early to the pros or to the backfield, so it wasn't cool from that standpoint. But no, it was just to see that what that was basically, Shador having trust in him. So to your question, to see his maturation, how he got when he first got here as a freshman to where he is now, to where a guy that's a potential first-round draft pick, it believes in him enough to have him be a part of his workout. So that was pretty cool.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
So where y'all from?
We up from Miami, Florida.
All the way from Miami.
All the way from Miami.
Appreciate y'all coming, man.
Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing, man. We want to support you in every way.
Appreciate your family.
And we're recruiting at home. Everything we see at home, we bring it this way.
My man.
You gotta believe. Dude, we've been believing since day one,
That's
dog.
why I gave them to
Remember
you.
back in Jackson State? We've been believing with you in the pregame show.